the bias. In order to find the bias, if I measure the same distance across and the same distance down and connect those 2 points together, this is actually the bias. Okay, true bias, something meaning it is at a perfect 45-degree angle. It also happens to be the name of my next movie. Okay, so the last piece I angle towards true bias. The other pieces I let them go where they want to go. So this gets locked down, this gets locked down, and then these other two pieces get locked down. Okay, so that's what you're looking at there. You'll also notice that over here it says flat. So if I angle center back all the way over here parallel to this line here, my collar is now absolutely flat, meaning there's no stand in it. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. If you look at this one, this has a very high roll in it. And if you look at this one, it's completely flat. There's no roll in here at all. Okay, same as this collar right here, the sailor collar. See, it's completely flat. I can tell by looking right up here in the corner of the neckline. That's how I tell how high I have to make my collar. This one has a roll in it. So, when center back is parallel to this vertical guideline, the collar is absolutely flat. There is no stand in there at all. In other words, the more I come back towards the left, the higher the collar is going to go up. The more I go towards the right, the collar is going to start to lay down. Is everybody with me on that?
Can you repeat that?
Okay, once again, if you're looking at your sketch and your collar is absolutely flat, then center back is parallel to this vertical guideline, what I have right here. And if your collar has a high roll in it, this one right here, then I'm going to angle it towards true bias.
That last piece?
That last piece.
Okay.
I always let these two in the middle go wherever they're going to go. I'm only concerned with this piece and this piece right here. Okay? Now, every now and then somebody says, well, Professor, what if I go beyond flat? Flat is flat. Okay? But I do know what's going to happen if you do go beyond flat. You're going to get a flare. One flare. One gigantic flare. One gigantic flare right down center back. That's what will happen. And obviously, if you go beyond true bias, each time you go this way, that collar eventually is going to pop straight up in the air. So this is getting smaller back here. The smaller this gets, the more it just keeps shooting up in the air. Keeps shooting straight up in the air. That's exactly what's going to happen.
It happens when again?
As I begin to come towards my left, beyond true bias, the collar has no choice because it can't get around the circumference, so it just simply keeps pushing itself straight up in the air. Okay, so that's what's happening. This area is getting smaller as I move to my left, and it's getting larger as I move to my right. That's why it's able to lay flat.
Is that what happens when you create like a build-up collar?
No, that's actually a 121 technique in actuality. Yeah, that's just a convertible collar with a very, very high standard. Okay, so, and obviously there's angles in between. You see I drew one right here.